Welcome to Fertility Village. This is your weekly live talk show where community and support come together. With rotating hosts, expert guests, and meaningful conversations, we're here to guide you through the highs and the lows of infertility. Whether you're searching for answers, seeking advice, or just looking for a special place to belong, Fertility Village is your space to connect, learn, and grow. Because it really does take a village, and we are here for you every step of the way. Thanks for joining.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another very special episode of Fertility Village Live. We're here with obviously Erin, my co-host, but also Marissa Thomson, who thank you so much for making time for us tonight, because Marissa is very, very, very busy. Not only is she a naturopathic doctor who has her practice and works all day, but she is also the managing director, owner, and CEO of the Canadian Fertility Show. So yes, that is right. She does this all on her own. She organizes this. She makes sure she brings a wonderful, wonderful event together for us every year so that the community can have somewhere to go for all their fertility needs. So Marissa, thank you so much for taking time out of your day and out of this very, very busy time in your life to join us on Fertility Village Live and talk about what we're doing here. So thank you.
No, I am so happy to be here. This is awesome. Thanks for having me.
Well, we love the fertility show and we want the whole world to love it as much as we do. So I think this is a great opportunity, and you can share this on the show site as well later so people can learn a little more. That's the point tonight, is to let's tell the world what this show is all about, because honestly, I've been coming to this show since the very beginning, and every single year I get more out of it. And I ended my fertility journey 4 years ago, and I still want to go. I want to learn. I want to see other people. I want to connect. So thank you for keeping it going. COVID, it got a little dry in there for a few years for every live event in the whole entire planet. So you revived it. You refreshed it. It's better than ever, in my opinion. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and what inspired you to get involved in the fertility show.
Sure. So, well, I'm a naturopathic doctor, as Marissa already said. And so when I see patients, I work with predominantly female hormones, reproductive health, also some pediatrics, but that just kind of comes hand in hand when you're working in the realm of fertility and preconception, postpartum, all the things. So basically, I took over the show because I wanted to be able to help more people with my time. So when I'm in my office, I have, only an hour. I only have so much time in a day. So at most, I can only impact so many lives, And so I found that I was having similar conversations over and over and over again. And I was like, there's got to be a better way to have this information shared with more people in less time. And so that was a big thing as to why I kind of took it over. It's just to make an impact and help advocate for my patients, help give them, the resources and the education to feel more empowered with making their own decisions for their fertility journey or journey to find a family.
Awesome. And yeah, so I mean, for people who don't know and who hear the Canadian Fertility Show, people with no experience, they might think it's for industry people or clinics. So why don't you describe a little bit of the mission and the vision behind the show, and also who is the show for? Who can attend this show? Who would benefit from this show? And what kind of people are going to be there?
Yeah, so I think, there's a lot of questions there. So forgive me if I forget some of them, just add in that I haven't answered it. Essentially, we want everyone to come. So yes, people who are professionals on the professional facing side, we would love for you to come too, because this is a chance for you to connect with the people that it's for. But primarily this event is for the people going through it. Like, we are the only conference in Canada, and there's very few even worldwide, that are dedicated to the actual patients or the people who are experiencing these things and going through the journey on their own. And this is a gap to me that was really important that we fill, because really the patient is the whole purpose. That's why all of us professionals have a job. That's why we all do what we do, is to help the people. And so to me, that's our primary audience. That's the primary goal of the show, is to really give the resources, empower, advocate, help connect all of the people going through this journey so that they feel like they have some support along the way. So that's kind of the main draw. Remind me what else you asked me. Sorry.
I think that's what I asked you. Like,
Okay.
who is it for? Who else goes? So
for?
I know there's industry people, there's booths, there's businesses. So tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So from the actual running of the event versus the people that we want to draw in to learn and attend, the people we have there, we have a trade show floor essentially filled with different types of booths or vendors. There's actually quite a large range, but we try to cover everything. So we have fertility clinics, we have donor banks, we have your like holistic clinics, your naturopathic doctors. Sometimes we've got really well-rounded clinics, so chiropractors, pelvic floor physio, osteopaths, kind of everything in that realm. Then we also have the counseling, the emotional support. We have different charities such as Oasis, who has always been a really great supporter of ours. So thank you for that. So yeah, I mean, the whole thing is to cover kind of every facet of what this journey could entail. So whether you are just starting out and you're like, I don't really know what to do, I don't know if this is relevant to me or not, it's a really great place to come and learn right from the get-go. If you are someone who's been on this journey for a long time and you're kind of at a like, what the heck is going on? I don't know what to do next. Is it time to give this up? Is this a possibility? Like, where am I? This is a great place for you because, maybe you're going to connect with someone else who can give you better advice. Maybe it's, hey, I didn't realize that I have X, Y, Z, and these questions are finally getting answered. And now that gives me progress into a new direction. Maybe it's learning that there's other possibilities out there, like, exploring third-party options and having that open conversation. So it's kind of for anyone and everyone in between. And even if you are an individual who's, you've been on this journey a long time and you're kind of like, I'm done, I'm tired, and I'm at the end of the road here, you're also welcome, because there's vendors and there's supports and there's connections here for that part of the journey as well. So we try to encompass everything so that everyone really can come and learn something and meet someone and connect with people in a meaningful way for their specific purpose. The other side of the event is the presentation side of it. So we do run 3 different presentation rooms all at the same time. And we have a variety of experts, again, across the fields, presenting on different topics. So whether you are interested in adoption, or you're wanting to learn about surrogacy, or you're wanting to learn about PCOS and some natural approaches, or learning about the latest research in diagnosing endometriosis, whatever it might be, we kind of try to fill all of those topics as well.
Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good day. It's such a good day to learn and just get inspired and get like energized on your journey. I'll share my little like story on how, because I've been going to the fertility show, I think since the very beginning, which is like probably like 8 years ago. I don't remember when the first year was, but yes. Okay. So I'm close. And I was part of our support group here in Barrie, and we used to just all pile into a minivan and drive down to Mississauga. You've moved the show now to downtown Toronto, which is amazing, easy to get to, hop off the subway, go spend a day together. But like, we drove through ice storms, we drove through all kinds of crazy events to get to the fertility show, like our little group of women who were all on the journey together. And then we'd get there and we'd like schedule our whole time. We'd be like, okay, we want to learn about egg quality and sperm donors and like these people's real stories. We'd schedule our whole day and go into these packed rooms full of other people also on the journey. And I always remember leaving the fertility show feeling like I am not alone. Like, there is not a doubt in my mind. I already knew that because I had people in my support group, but like now I know all of these people are sitting in this room learning about like endometriosis, like you said, or like sperm donors or how to access, and then going and visiting sperm donor banks, because I was on the search for a donor, and talking to actual people who I would deal with at actual donor banks and be like, okay, there are real people behind the telephone and they care about me and they answered my questions and they gave me little sperm squishy balls, and like I went home with a million like sperm toys, and not
Those are the
sperm
best
toys, but like swag and like, stuff that was like to me personal because it met me where I was at on my journey. And like, I knew that like if I brought my sisters to that show, they wouldn't have got it. They would have been like, well, this is a little ridiculous and uncomfortable. But for us who are on it, and like for the friends who are on it with you or your partner, like you get to do this together and you get to know like we're, you're learning. It's really like community building, the whole event. The whole thing is about learning, education, community, finding other people, getting some pineapple swag so that you're like, yes, that's the key. Like, that's the key. And almost like taking on some like pride about your journey, because we go through this whole shitty thing with infertility. And it's like, you know what? Like, I'm going to be proud of this thing I have to go through to get to my kids, and it's okay to like be empowered on the journey. And I feel like the fertility show did that for me. It like, and I haven't missed a show since, except for the COVID years online. I didn't do it, but I was also anyway. So, but ever since then, and then like founding Oasis and having this organization to then go was like one of the things I most look forward to is like, okay, the fertility show, like we got to be there. That's where we find our people. That's where we connect everybody in. That's where we help people move forward on their journey and find, other people with infertility and connect with other people who have a similar journey. So if you can't tell, I'm a huge fan, obviously, of the show, because I feel like it was so like helpful to me on my journey, and just having the opportunity to learn. I wouldn't have found the sperm bank I did without the fertility show. And like I could have Googled, I wouldn't have been able to like know who was behind it. There's a whole lot of things where I feel like I got so much support from the show that I wouldn't have got without it. So I'm grateful. I'm happy.
Different when you're in a position to like Google, find all of these companies and like not know what you're doing, and then actually getting to speak to someone in person and like share what you're going through. And then they're like, oh, of course we can help you. And you're not just getting one option, you're getting various options, right? So it's not like you're pigeonholed into one person that's there. Like there's a variety of people there, because, not every company is going to be the right company for everybody. Not every doctor is going to be the right doctor for everybody. Not every therapist is going to be the right therapist. So it's nice that there's a variety, and you get to talk to a bunch of different people to find your perfect match, right? So I think that's very beneficial about the show.
Well, and I feel like it's grown so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on that note,
I froze for a second there.
No, that's okay. On that note, it has grown so much. Marissa, can you tell us a little bit? It's very weird to me that I'm saying my name, but I'm talking to you and not to myself.
There's not many Marissa out there that I know.
Marissa, with two S's. Can you tell us a little bit of how the show has evolved through the years? So you said the first year was 2017. I don't think you were running it in 2017, but how has it evolved throughout the years? Which way are you taking this this show this year? What direction are you going?
Yeah. So I actually took over last year. So I ran the show for the first time by myself last year. And then obviously again this year. Prior to that, so the founder of the show was actually a mentor of mine. She's awesome. Her name is Dr. Jody Peacock, also a naturopathic doctor. And we align with a lot of our goals as clinicians, and a lot of the way that we kind of see where fertility support should be or where it needs to be. And so it just kind of, I always actually worked at the show. I volunteered for her before I took it over. So I've been involved for quite a while, but COVID did happen and did kind of, let's say, take the wind out of its sails a little bit. Obviously that was hard across the board for so many reasons, but especially for those in-person events. So I think right now I'm still on the stepping stones to rebuilding and trying to get the traction back. Really make a splash in terms of getting more people just to know about it. Because I think at the end of the day, the whole goal is to help the patients, but we can't help them unless they're there, unless they know that this is an option for them. So my goal moving forward for sure is like, I just want people to know. I want to hear from the people. I want to know, what do you need? Like, when you're going through this, like, what's the gap? I want to talk to people who have gone through a journey and tell me, what were the difficult parts? How could that have been made easier? How can I facilitate that and make this show better so that we are filling all of those needs and continuing to be a very relevant and a very important resource for people, where they know, like, hey, I don't know what's happening and I need to find out, and I know that I can go there and I can get the right information. As we've touched on quite a few times, it's like, this is obviously a very vulnerable, a very intimate experience that you go through. And, a lot of people spend a lot of time Googling because it's easier to stay home and be in your own space than putting yourself out there. But the best part about this event is that the information that you have access to is legit. Like, you're not having to sit there and verify, okay, well, I went here and it's saying one thing and I went here and it's saying something else. It's no, like, come here, you're going to get real information that's relevant. It's science backed. It's all the things, right? We have experts from
real people
that you can have conversations with. You can ask questions. It's not about misinterpretation. It's, okay, I don't understand this. Let me get clarification. You can do that right there. And it really is like a one-stop shop, so to speak, where you can come and you can learn, and you can also talk and ask questions, and you can interview different clinics, for example. Just because you're close to one doesn't mean that you have to go there. Talk to them, see who resonates the best with you, see who answers your questions, who you feel comfortable with. So I think just really like leaning into that is so important, and leaning into the patient experience is so important to me. As a clinician as well, I know that there are certain things that are not my wheelhouse or not in my scope, not in my expertise. And for that, I'm so happy to refer to the people who are, experts in that. And this is a really great event for that, because you can develop a whole team. You can find all the people that fill your cup, that fit your needs, that make you feel like you're relevant. You're not just a number being passed through the system. And so, I think I really just want to take this village. That's right. I want it to be a patient experience. I want it to be a place I can come here and I feel comfortable and I feel empowered when I leave. And I've, met some pretty great people today that I feel like my support group just grew. I think that's, at the end of the day, that's what I want people to walk away feeling. So that's the goal.
That's awesome. And I think very excited about this year, selfishly, because I've always wanted to go to the Weston Harbor. I've never been there before, and it looks so amazing. And it used to be in Mississauga up until last year, and now we're moving to the Weston Harbor Castle, and it sounds so fancy and so cool. So tell us about the new venue. Tell us why the move, and why there, and what's so good about it. And I know that there's like water nearby. Tell us everything about it.
Yeah. So again, last year was my first year. And so I just kind of went with it, and that's kind of where the show has always been held. And I was like, okay, let's do it. We're going to go for it. We're going to see how it lands. And when I walked in as the person running it, I was like, this feels cavernous. It feels not intimate, not cozy, not like, hey, I want to go and have like a really nice intimate chat. This is like, I'm going to a business trade show, right? Where you're like, I don't want that feel. So even though we have a trade show floor, an exhibitor floor, to me, it's not about a business. This is about the people. And so I wanted to change the vibe of the whole event, number one. Second, as much as free parking is great, the location wasn't awesome. It's not convenient for people to get to. Everyone has to have access to a car. So whether you're flying in, now you have to rent a car, or if you're coming from, other parts of the GTA, you need to have a car, you need to get a ride, all the things, right? So I did a lot of searching, let's say, to find a venue that I thought kind of had all of the needs, because it is unique in that we do have a trade show floor. So we do need space. But we also want to have the presentation. So we also need the ability to have private rooms where you can go and learn, right? So finding an event space that actually has everything that we need and also gives the vibe that I want and also has the accessibility piece. So the Westin kind of checks all the boxes. It's a beautiful venue. It's right on the lakeshore, downtown Toronto. It's like, I don't know, less than a 10-minute walk from Union Station. So it's super convenient if you live in Toronto. If you are flying in for the event, you can take the express train. If you are outside GTA or outside, you're driving in quite a ways, you can always park for free at a GO station outside the city and take a GO train in. So in that way, I thought the accessibility was spot on. I mean, at least that's my opinion. We'll see how it goes.
I can't wait to see it. I'm excited to see.
Yeah. I'm excited too. I'm excited to see how it lands. And I will say, so far, working with the team at the Westin, they've been awesome to work with as well. So hopefully that continues, but they've been very responsive. They're behind, supporting like the purpose of the event and the content of the event. So that's really cool too. So I'm really excited. I hope that everyone else enjoys it as much as I hope they will.
Yeah.
Very, very, very excited.
Cool. Okay, well, let's talk about the show this year. We want to hear all of the goods about the lineups and speakers and everything. So the speakers and the lineup looks amazing. So can you walk us through some of the sessions that people can look forward to?
Yeah, we have actually quite a bit. This year we have more speakers than ever. And it's a slightly different layout than we've had before. So we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna see how it goes. But I think some of the new features, I guess, that I'm most excited for is we have these panels that I've put together. So we have kind of 3 main panels going on. We also have another panel, but I'll get to that. So we have 3 main ones. The first one being our like medical aspects of fertility. So we have 3 really awesome REIs that are gonna kind of walk through kind of the basic aspects of the medical side of fertility. So going through, say, diagnostics and assessments, testing, personalized treatments, how to choose a good clinician and a good care team, that kind of thing. And then there's also, of course, Q&A. We want it to be very discussion based. So as much as they are going to present some information, we also are going to have, we're asking them questions. We want to hear different perspectives. We want the audience to be, have the opportunity to get engaged and ask the questions that they're looking for. So that's one. The second panel we have is more of a holistic care panel. So we've got a naturopathic doctor, we've got a nutritionist, a genetic counselor, and then a psychotherapist talking about all of the different aspects and how each of those professions can play a really important role in the experience. So again, we're going interactive style. So they're going to present a little bit. We're going to open it for Q&A and just give that opportunity for people to ask those questions. The third panel, similar style again, but this one is all about third party. So we've got, the clinical aspects, the legal aspects, and then we're looking at like the mental, emotional, the support aspects of that as well, and kind of, some things in between. So those are new, but I'm really excited. We have some really great panelists who are touching on all of those points, and they're people who work in those fields all the time. So I'm really looking forward to those. I'm hoping that they resonate with the audience as much as I hope that they will. I think it's a really awesome session to be able to get so much information all about the particular kind of stage that you're in. So anyways, those are some features for me. We have, we have a huge lineup. I could go through it all. Our full speaker lineup, I should say, is up on our website too. So for anyone looking for particular topics or speakers or anything, it is on our website to check out for sure.
What's the website?
Oh, sorry. CanadianFertilityShow.ca. And there are very clear tabs at the top. So you can look at the speaker lineup, the schedule for the day, the different exhibitors that are going to be there. All of the information's there.
And then just because I think this is important for people too, there's a couple of like lived experience panels, correct?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that too. So we have some really cool testimonial panels, lived experience panels, depending on how you want to call them or coin the term, but essentially people who have gone through different journeys are also going to be showcased, because again, I think that was something we tried last year as a new feature. And I think it resonated very well with our audience, but also with myself, and selfishly I run the show. So I want to make sure
you can do whatever you want.
right. There are things that I think are so important, and that's one of them. So I'm doing it again. But essentially we have 2 panels. I think there's 4 or 5 people on each panel. Again, different journeys. So whether that's talking about a very difficult journey, whether that's someone who ended in adoption, we have a childless not by choice individual speaking. We've got people looking at third-party options. So sperm donation, egg donation.
Solo mom.
So, yeah,
sorry, yeah, like we've kind of got
LGBTQ community, reciprocal IVF.
Yep, that's also in there. So I think we have pretty much, not everything, because that I can't possibly cover everything, but a lot of things covered.
We've covered a lot of bases. Yes.
Yes, we've covered a lot of bases. And all of the people are like really great. They're really great people. It's not just about their story and what they've been through, but they're also good people. And I think that that's important to state, because it's easy to connect with good people. So maybe you're listening and you know, someone has a journey similar to your own. They're also very approachable, and they're willing to have conversations and answer your questions and connect with you and become possibly one of your support people. So I think it's, to me, a huge part of the show that I think is really important. So.
Yeah, and then you have this amazing moderator from Oasis FSN that's gonna like.
What's
help
her name?
moderate.
I forgot. I always forget
it's Schmerin.
name. Yeah, Schmerin. That sounds
Schmerin Mortem. Yeah.
Karen. Yeah, Schmerin Mortem. And we're gonna do some like ask us anything sessions too with the panelists, so that you can show up as an audience member and you can just ask questions to them about their journeys, or like things that are kind of like burning. So I think that'll be awesome too. To just to make sure you bring your questions to the people, because then it helps everybody, right? You ask your questions, and then all the folks in the audience, they probably have the same question. So people, bring your questions, bring your courage, and let's have some like awesome conversations. I think it'd be really helpful for everybody involved, for sure. I'm excited.
Me too.
Okay, so we talked about a little bit about the panels and the speakers, which is awesome, but we also want to know the vendors. So in terms of vendors or industry people who are going to be there, can you give us a few like big hitters or some categories, and who fits into those categories?
Yes, I will do my best to speak off the top of my head here, but there are quite a few. I think
this is what the people want to know.
This is what the people want. Give the people what they want. So I think we have around 35 vendors confirmed. Plus we have also a new feature this year that I forgot to mention, is a mini marketplace. And I think we're
shopping. We can go shopping.
Really? That's right.
That's amazing.
That's right.
Who doesn't love shopping?
We're hoping to have anywhere from 6 to 10 vendors in the marketplace area, and they're going to be selling, I don't know, anything from like jewelry to maybe some pottery. There's one actually that's really cool. She's doing embryo paintings. So there's always there's a few really cool marketplace vendors. From the trade show floor, like our bigger hitters, we've got, of course, our fertility clinics. And I always want to give them a shout out, because let me tell you, I have a lot of conversations with fertility clinics. And to me, the ones that come to the show are the ones that care about their patients, because that's the reason they're there. I have a lot of conversations, and the ones who are like, absolutely, we're going to be there. I'm like, okay, so you care that you're giving back to the community that has built your entire business. And that to me says a lot. So I am going to give them a bit of a shout out. So we have Victory Reproductive Care, who's primarily based out of Windsor and Sarnia, but opening satellite clinics in more places. We have Hannum Fertility, again, primarily a GTA clinic. We have New Life, which is also GTA. We've got, I think there's one clinic coming from New York, only one from the States. But that's CNY Fertility. We have a clinic coming all the way from Greece. Yeah, they have nothing but amazing things to say about the Canadians that they see in their clinic. So I actually connected with them for the first time last year and they loved it. So they're coming back. So I'm happy to have them.
That's a whole thing, like traveling overseas for IVF. And like, actually, like people find it like it's a money saver in some cases, especially if you need third party reproduction, donor eggs, donor sperm. There can be a lot of benefits from going overseas and getting a free trip out of it. Like, hello, sounds like a great opportunity. So that's awesome that they're going to be there talking about what they offer. Fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm happy to have them back on board. We are waiting for a couple others potentially, but I don't want to say any names because if they don't, then
you're right. Yeah.
We don't.
But I'm really hoping because
100%.
we've had some really good conversations just this week. So I'm hoping that comes through as well. But again, I think it's awesome for the clinics because it's really hard to get consults. So with an event like this, you get to basically have a consult with how many all in one spot. So there's a huge benefit to that. So yes, our fertility clinics, we also have a few different donor companies. So, oh man, I've talked to so many. I'm not going to say any names because I don't
lots of donor options and organizations coming.
Yes.
Adoption organizations. There's going to be some for those who are on that path, surrogacy for
options.
those who are on that path.
Yes.
And then all your nonprofits, your,
the Oasis,
Oasis.
We've got 4 or 5. We've got Oasis. We've got Fertility Matters. We've got Endo Events. We have the Butterfly Support Network coming from Vancouver.
Amazing.
Oasis.
I said you, but we can say you
also
again.
Oasis.
Also Oasis. Also Oasis. Yes, we have quite a few of our wonderful charities and nonprofits. We've got some great holistic clinics as well. So there's a new one this year that I'm actually really excited to have. Flourish. I don't know if you're familiar, but there's a lot of naturopathic doctors there, but they have, pelvic floor and chiropractors, massage, counseling, all the things. And they're doing some pretty great stuff. So I'm happy to have them too.
What about lawyers and like folks who are helping with the third party stuff? They're going to be there.
We've got the legal side covered.
Amazing.
We've got
a little bit of everything.
Yeah. There's like I said, there's too many for me to be able. My brain's
there's a lot.
There is lots.
We got to keep a few things like, surprises.
But it's good. It's good for us to have like an idea so people know, okay, well, I was looking for legal. Okay, there's going to be legal there. Or I'm looking for donor services. There's going to be donor services or services for counseling. There's going to be that there as well. So it's very, very good just to have an idea.
You just never know what you're going to find. It's worth it to go just to check it out if you're on a journey or if you want to, like maybe you're over your journey, but somebody who's on the journey, like drag them out there. Like it's just a great day out. Have some lunch. You're going to be downtown Toronto.
You can shop.
You can shop. I'm so excited about this.
What?
Like you're also downtown, right? Like we're
also downtown.
You go in and you're like, yeah, okay, I got what I needed, but it's not for me. That's fine. Yeah. You're still in a really cool place. Come check it out.
Yeah, making a good day out, and just to support the field. It's a growing, and it's important that this continues. Right? It's so important.
It's true. Tell us how you keep running it. I need people to be there. I want it to be worth it.
Yes. Yes. 100%. Sorry, my internet's cutting out, but we're good. We got this. Okay. How do you choose the speakers each year? Tell us how that happens. How do you decide on who to get on stage for the speaking?
Yes, that's a very good question. It's not always easy, but I think I look at in general, what are the topics that I think are really relevant is always kind of top of mind. Is like every year there's different buzzes, there's different changes, there's different updates in certain things. And try to ensure that that's being spoken about, try to find someone who is an expert in that particular thing is always kind of top of mind. So that's, again, I guess, priority. Second, I want to try and have new speakers. So I don't always want to hear from the same people, the same topics. I want there to be spice. I want it to be different. I want people who came last year to be like, oh, there's new stuff. I want to go again. I want to learn more. So that's also top of mind. And then I take in applications for speakers as well. And like, who are you? What's your expertise? What field are you in? Give me some ideas or like reasons why I should pick you, essentially. So I do take applications from speakers as well. And
so it's vetted.
Yeah. So we tried. I mean, I do my best. Obviously, you can't control everything, but typically I have applications, I have discussions, I have interviews or questions with people. We figure out what are the most relevant topics. We try to find people who are people presenting who are not just people who can present, but are relevant and also engaging for the most part. Again, you can't always find everything all in one, but we try to do that.
Totally.
And that's kind of that's
and I love that this year you're really like, there's always been an element of like medical and natural fields kind of like colliding, so we get like the full care team package when we go to this show, not to mention like the supplement people are going to be there and like the, you know, all the other pieces that make the fertility journey. But this year I feel like you're just adding this piece of really mental health and emotional health focus. And I like, because at Oasis, that's what we do. Like, we care so much about people's like mental health journey through infertility. And so I love that you're bringing that into the show this year. You've got mental health. You've got the whole one panel that's focused on that part of the journey. It's the second highest reason people drop out of treatment is because of the mental toll that it takes and the emotional toll. So thank you for making that a priority this year at the show. I'm so excited people are going to be able to maybe find a new psychotherapist that's going to support them on their journey that's fertility focused, and hear from people that actually care about like their mental and emotional health throughout the journey. So great job, Marissa. I'm so pumped that
thank you.
It's on the app. Other Marissa.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, Erin, just to highlight, because I also think that it's such a massive part of the journey that it needs to be highlighted. But so in our holistic panel, we have actually kind of two people who touch on that. We have our third party, there's someone touching on it there. And then we also have two individual speaker sessions that are also based on the mental health. One is gearing more towards the trauma and some steps to kind of deal with that and manage that.
Oh, Delia.
Yes.
Yes, I love her.
Yes.
So
and we have Dara Roth-Edney, she's going to be running like a little workshop all about relationships.
Yes. Amazing. So, we love Dara too. Both of them. Dara's been on the live. Delia's coming on in a couple weeks. She's coming on in second week of October, right before the show. It's going to be a great plug for the show too. So we timed it perfectly just for you. She's going to be talking about trauma in October on the show, and then you can all come see her live at the Westin. It's going to be great.
That's right.
Okay. Let's get into a little bit of the lighter topic, because whenever I leave any fertility event, I always love on the car ride home looking through the bag that I get.
Oh yeah,
with all the free swag.
Like
it's fun, right? Like you want to see what you get some samples. Can you tease a little bit of what could be in the swag bag, or like what people get to take home, little surprises? You don't have to tell us everything. Just give us.
Yeah, I can tell you. I mean, so talking to a lot of our exhibitors this year, they're going to be handing out stuff at their booths as well. So I can't speak to everything that will be available, but you touched on it earlier. There's always some.
We're giving out journals.
Oasis journals right here. We've got like
probably we're giving them out. Come get your journals. Yeah.
There's always stuff. Some people last year gave out, I think they were giving out like tumblers, and like there was a whole bunch of stuff. So we've left it to our exhibitors who said, go nuts. If you want to give out swag at your tables this year, go for it. From the show side of things, we actually had two really incredible sponsors who are giving like little gifts, we're calling them essentially. So Organica, which most people are familiar with, they are donating like a full jug of electrolyte for every bag.
I love Organica.
That's big.
Yeah, that's a big one, and they're awesome. So they've been super generous this year. And then we also have Bird and Bee, and they're giving some ovarian reserve test kits for
Love it.
eggs as well.
Amazing.
So those are two those are our big bag sponsors, so to speak. And then obviously you get to go around and collect. We also have a couple other like fun raffle and potentially like a really major giveaway, but I'm gonna just leave a teaser there.
So
Like, are we talking like free IVF? Oh shit! That would be crazy. Imagine.
I have to share a memory of my first fertility show ever.
Oh yeah, get it.
So my first fertility show ever, I was very sad. I was a very sad human being, but I went to the fertility show just looking for support, for answers. I don't know what I was looking for, but I was obviously looking for something, and that's why I went. And I got a sperm pen, which is the best pen, and I don't have it here right now, but that was my first fertility item. The top is like water, and there's there's an egg and there's sperm, and they chase each other. And I have kept that pen all throughout my fertility journey, and it's something that always makes me laugh, chuckle when I look at it, because if you turn it, it's like the sperm chase after the egg, and then the egg chase after the sperm. And
look at how cute this is. Listen, I have like 100 of these Progeny pens. I will bring them. They will be at the Oasis booth, so you can get your own sperm and egg pen.
They're so
at the show. So
fun, and like that's something that I've kept throughout my whole journey. And I know for some people it's like it's a pen, Marissa, but it's not a pen. It was like something that I took home from the fertility show. I took so many things home, but it's something that I've kept with myself, and it's always given me a chuckle throughout this journey. And that's what I use to write like all my fertility notes, what I use to write in my fertility journal. I always use the sperm pen because it's significant for me. So go get your sperm pen at the Oasis booth, I guess.
Thank you, Progeny. Also, we're gonna be like selling our merch there, and like Oasis merch. If you don't want to shop online and pay for shipping, this is your chance to get like. I should have worn my hoodie tonight, but like we got 4 colors of beautiful hoodies with the little pineapple logo on it. We have toques. We have new cups that says, "This is my emotional support cup." They're adorable. We also have stickers and candles and like just cute merch that can like just help you on your way. And also obviously the journals, which are now $10 online, or you have to attend a support group to get one, but we're giving them away at the show, no cost to attendees. So you got to come out. And I've heard there's some of our like partners that there's going to be, and like other vendors, that there's going to be some really good stuff. And so let's talk about ticket price. So tickets are on sale for $35. $45 if you want to attend this amazing event on the Friday night before and actually like interact with everybody. But I have a big announcement. Oasis has 50% off for tickets. So if you want to get your tickets at half price, you just need the code Oasis50 for tickets at checkout. So go get your tickets if you haven't got them yet. So, I mean, okay, $35, you're going to get 50% off with this code. And then you're going to get all this, like, okay, the value of just the Organica thing is this, it's like free.
The price of a ticket.
The show is free. So just get your ticket. You're going to get the value out of it just in the swag bag in itself. So it's totally worth it to check it out. I mean, thank you for keeping the cost low as it is at $35. I mean, it's a pretty inexpensive way to get a ton of information, find community, get out there, spend the day with your partner or with your bestie or with somebody who's on the journey too, with your support group. I'm talking to you Oasis people.
Make friends at the show.
Yeah.
If you don't have any, great place to make friends and meet new people.
Yes.
Who are going through the same thing you are. So.
Yeah. And you know what? I actually was talking to someone recently, and like, yeah, but it feels, like I'm pretty shy, and I don't know if I feel really comfortable going into like an event with a crowd. And my response is like, but everyone's there for the same thing. Like no one there. It's not like you're going to a regular crowd and you're walking around with a badge saying, "Hey, I'm here for the infertility."
Exactly. It's so true. And that's what I loved about it, is I was like, oh, everybody, like nobody's judging me, or like there's no shame around it when you're there, because everybody's just in it together,
yeah, there can be judgment because everyone's there for something similar, whether it's the same or something completely different, but it's all in the same wheelhouse, right? So everyone's in the same community looking for the same things. So there's no reason to feel ashamed or not confident in going, uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 50% off, get your tickets. And now, just so people know, what is the best way that people can stay up to date with the show and all the announcements besides the website, CanadianFertilityShow.ca?
Yeah, I would say following us on our Instagram, or Instagram's probably the best. That's where we share different contests and different things going on with our vendors too. So, if there is going to be some giveaways and stuff, you're going to see those updates through our Instagram channel before you'll see it on our website. If you're looking specifically for, what's the schedule, who are the speakers, who are the exhibitors, that kind of thing, obviously the website has everything there. But for the fun updates and, all the contests and things, chances to win, then definitely follow us on our Instagram, which is Canadian_fertility_show. I think I should know that, but it's something Canadian Fertility Show. There's only one.
Just look up Canadian Fertility Show and you'll find it.
It's at Canadian_fertility_show. I think you're
I
right.
was right. Perfect. Look at me go.
Amazing. And you got to go to CanadianFertilityShow.ca to get your tickets, or just go to Oasis. We're advertising it on our page as well. So you can find the link there to get to the show, to get to your tickets and get your discount, but also pay full price and get still tons of swag.
Still, you're making your money back plus more. So
100%. I also want to say we might be doing a giveaway like maybe sometime next week. So if you're looking for tickets and you want to get in a contest, there could be other Oasis merch involved in the contest that you have to pick up at the show. Maybe I'm thinking if you enter our contest. So watch our Instagram, follow along. We'll be doing some giveaway with some tickets and potentially something cozy you could wear with your ticket.
Oh,
sounds
amazing.
You didn't give anything away now, Erin. Something cozy you can wear.
Like a candle.
Like a candle. Yeah.
There'll be something good. Just follow. Enter the contest.
So Marissa, before we wrap up, can you share a little bit about your own practice and the work you do outside the show? Because I think it's really important to showcase that as well.
Yeah, sure. So I kind of mentioned it briefly in the beginning, but I started practice as a very general, just whoever needs help can come on in. And I just kept getting so many women with reproductive health questions. And it started with questions, and fertility is definitely part of that, but it's definitely reproductive health in general. And I find, honestly, I'm the most excited when I get people who are in their like early 20s who have issues with their menstrual cycle or something, because it's before they're even thinking about kids. So I get to make actually some really awesome changes for them before it's, becoming like, okay, now we're on a crunch line. Now we really got to get things figured out. And not that I don't also love those patients, because I do, but I love when I can make a really big impact on the reproductive education part of things. I would say I'm very passionate about reproductive health in general, and just understanding the very, how can I say this politely, but our education system is really lacking in that department. So, actually a side project of mine is developing, hopefully I can make some curriculum changes at some point, but I'm developing presentation to present to different school boards about how we can change the reproductive health, the sexual education in, say, high school, where it kind of matters, when people are going through puberty and they're having these awful periods, and like, let's make that normal. Let's talk about it early. Let's make interventions early, and also just empower them with information early so that they know, hey, when I do want kids down the line, this is something that I need to be cognizant of and aware of. And it's not just abstinence means, that's right. Like the answer is just don't have sex. That's not good enough anymore.
No.
Because now, unfortunately, there's so many women who are like, yep, I was so good. I had my birth control, or I did all the things that I was told to do. And now I'm 35. I'm happily with my partner. And, you know, I've got this great career and I'm feeling good. And I can't have the babies that I want. And why not? I was told my whole life that looking at a boy is going to get me pregnant. Like,
Yeah.
this has to change.
Yeah.
This conversation has to change.
As well as like, it's normal to have irregular cycles. It's normal to have period pain. Like when you have a period, you have pain. It's not normal, but nobody normalizes that.
Just take some like, you know, Advil. Fine. Yeah.
Take Midol.
That's right. Have a heat pack. You're like, what? Take the
All
day off.
Midol does.
You'll be fine.
All Midol does really is give you the poops. Let's be honest. I don't know if any of you have ever taken Midol, but it does not agree. And it was not good when I had my menstrual cycle that was very irregular. So yeah, you're 100% right. The education needs to change. There's virtually zero education about it. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, again, I don't mean this any kind of way, but I cover the basics with, you know, 30-year-old women. And that's, to me, I mean, I'm happy to do that, of course, but that shouldn't be the conversation we're having with 30-year-old women. That should be the conversation we're having with 16-year-old, 17-year-olds. Let's learn about your cycle. Let's ask those questions. Let's know what's normal, what's not normal, when I should get some help, when I should tough it out. I don't even know if that's ever the case, but all of those things. So to me, in my practice, again, that's, I love when I get those patients where I can really make that difference early. Obviously, yes, I love my fertility patients too, because I can see some like awesome changes, and just getting to know them. There's like, it's just, I mean, I love that part of my job too. I love people in general. So
there's no greater joy than seeing somebody who you've supported on the journey reach that point of like pregnancy and then baby in their arms. Like,
yeah,
there's no greater joy. It's just
babies.
like,
that's like, I love that when they bring those little babies to me, and I'm like, oh, I know the struggle it took to get you. And
yes, exactly. Well, I can tell you're so passionate about this topic and so passionate about seeing people supported, seeing people helped through the process, educated through the process. So thank you so much for all of the work, personal work, professional work, and then extra professional, because you basically have 2 full-time jobs doing this. Marissa's amazing. Marissa Thomson, you're amazing too. Other Marissa, my friend. All the Marissas are amazing, but ultimately, so excited about this year's show. We're about 4 weeks away, I think, 4 weeks in a couple days.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great. So thank you for putting this on and all the work you're putting into it. And we are so, so excited. Yeah.
Yes. Well, thanks again for having me. It's really nice. Obviously, you two are so lovely. For the people listening to this, both Erin and Marissa helped me out as well with the event, and it wouldn't be possible without people to help. So thanks.
We love it. We love it. We believe in it. We want it to be bigger and better every year, and we're going to make sure that happens. So yeah. Okay. One last question. What do you hope that, I'm going to ask this one, and then Marissa, you can ask the last question.
Yes.
What do you hope this year's attendees will feel or take away from the experience?
I think so. I got some feedback from last year, and honestly, I love the feedback. I want to hear about it, because like, you guys are the people I'm doing it for, and you're the reason for the show. You're the reason I put the effort in. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to get good things out of it. So at the end of the day, I want people to feel that they've learned something, that they feel like they are more prepared and more empowered to have difficult conversations or ask those questions than they were before they came. And I would love for them to feel like they connected with at least someone in the day. So whether that's making a new friend, or connecting with a clinic, or connecting with a support group, or connecting with someone that just made them feel seen, listening to someone who made them feel like, oh, okay, like I'm not alone in that. Like, that's the ultimate goal.
Love that.
Amazing.
I love that.
And yes, my final question. Sorry. Any final words of encouragement for anybody thinking and on the fence about attending this year's fertility show? Besides, you're going to get to shop and you're going to get
Besides 50% off tickets.
Besides 50% off tickets.
Besides the sweet free stuff that you can get and the fun shopping experience and all the things. I think at the end of the day, you're already on a really difficult journey. And if you can do something that's going to make it even just a little bit easier, do it.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Easiest way, I guess, to put it. But
Yeah.
it's not going to, it might be a little bit out of your comfort zone. It might not be something that you anticipated wanting to go to, but I'm pretty certain that you are going to get some benefit out of coming, whether it's what you learn, someone you meet, something you get for free, feeling like you're not alone. It is a really good day. It's worth it to try.
And I think everybody who's going to be at the show in terms of like exhibitors, speakers, folks who are just like there to support and volunteer, they are all there because they want to support and help you on your journey. So like there's no way you can leave without feeling that love, that support, that encouragement on that day. So get there. Don't be afraid.
Yes.
Courage, get there. And it's going to be such a great day. Cannot wait. Thank you, Marissa, so much for being here with us tonight, for making the time. I know it's late. We are going to wrap. And thank you, everybody who's tuned in tonight and who's left comments for us. Appreciate you all and the Fertility Village community. Tune in again next week. Marissa's going to be back. This Marissa right here. She's going to be back with Joy. They're going to have an awesome episode for you. We're moving into October where we're going to be talking about it's going to be some focus next month on loss and a little bit about grief and how to work through some of those things. It's Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. So that's going to be our focus. We're going to keep it as light as possible, but like talk about the hard things. So don't miss October. It's going to be a great month. You can find this episode next week on Spotify. Marissa's going to share it on her Instagram, on the Canadian Fertility Show. So if you're listening after the time, don't forget your tickets are still on sale until October 17th. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. 2025. And if you're listening and it's after that date, probably getting ready for next year.
That's great.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Wherever you are tonight on your journey.
Bye.
Take care. Thanks, everyone.